Oh man, time to go to work.
Is it time to...
It's time to go to work.
Oh, come on. Man.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome.
As I'm sitting down.
Back.
Hello.
To the Tucker and the Beard Show.
I'm saying the most.
World famous. World acknowledged.
Fair enough. We got a different little
We
setup.
have listeners from around the globe. Yeah, we're messing with some new lighting options and
we had some complaints
and some new microphone placements. So
people were evidently upset because they couldn't see our faces.
Why they would want to see your face, I have no idea.
Seriously. We're one step away from just the paper bag show.
Just like those old interviews.
The beard in the bag.
You know, the interviews with the witness who wants to remain anonymous.
Oh yeah.
It's just like the altered voice.
Right.
Totally backlit so you can't actually see their face.
Yeah.
You know, the good stuff. Back in the 2020 days.
The deep Scarlett Johansson voice.
Yeah. Just,
what's up, guys?
I was walking down a secluded path.
I'm the Black Widow.
And I saw a secret government operative. Oh, what a week.
Yeah.
What a week it has been. Again, thanks for coming back, everybody. We appreciate your continued support. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're here for, one of the first few times, hit that subscribe button. It says subscribe.
It's down here.
It's under the video, somewhere on the right-hand side. Cool. And then there's a little bell. You should click that bell too. Because
punch it,
smash it. That way you can get notifications for our new episodes.
Yeah.
And let's jump right into it.
I know,
shall
right?
we?
I know. It's been one of those weeks where we've had a lot going on and nothing going on all at the same time.
So, we're here. We don't know what we're doing most of the time, but that's not new. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, I think we're talking about me. I mean, I was supposed to watch a movie, and I just didn't.
You literally had one job.
I will full-blown own the fact that I just forgot.
You just did.
I was just doing a bunch of work and stuff yesterday, and then until you walked in, and you're like, hey, did you watch it? Watch what?
It's like,
yeah.
You had a single solitary job.
Yeah.
Way to go.
So we're just going to wing it.
Way to go.
We're just going to wing it.
Yeah.
I've seen some other films in the past week, so.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the club, somebody from Belgium.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Got a new one. New country added to the list.
I was like, I don't know how to say hi, and is that the link? Belgium, the link?
Listen, I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, I go to you when I have these questions, and
here you are, left sorely wanting new answers. But no, so we picked up at least one new download in the great country of Belgium. So if you're listening to a second episode, welcome back.
Yeah.
And
to everyone else.
Yeah. So
that's
movie
super
news.
Cool.
Weird movie news, super obscure movie news.
Okay, go for it.
It looks like a key original character from the original first and greatest Jurassic Park film.
I was wondering if you were going to do this.
Is coming back.
Yeah.
It's
been said.
Lost World 3.
Everyone is coming back. That has been said.
But this is a recent, like the
revelation.
Actor himself is actually
which is
teasing it out there.
Timmy? From Bohemian Rhapsody fame. Just putting that because it's new.
He'll always be work. Of Jurassic Park.
Right. When we watch Bohemian Rhapsody, we're like, hey, that's the kid from Jurassic Park.
Look at that.
So I'm just trying to give him a little bit of credit. But I don't know if the girl, the
that's
sister,
the one. Yeah.
She has left Hollywood behind.
Yeah.
After Jurassic Park.
So, okay. So let's go down this dark path for a second then.
Okay.
Say she just refuses. She doesn't want to be a part of the production, which I get it.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they want to, they leave the Hollywood life and they never want to go back to it.
Right.
So how do they explain the absence of one single but important character?
Listen, with these movies, it's pretty easy. I mean, honestly.
Like, do they CGI her death? That's what I'm like. That's mostly what I'm curious.
Off screen. What I'm scared about this movie,
I think it'd be better.
I actually watched Fallen
if she was
Kingdom.
like trying to get on a plane to go meet up with the rest of the crew,
right?
And just gets T-Rexed.
Yeah, just
T-Rexed at the airport.
Right.
Jurassic World 6.
It's pretty easy to just go, all right, you don't want to be a part of it? We're going to go ahead and write you out.
Yeah.
You can do it on screen CGI.
Does she get T-Rexed? Does she get raptored?
Yeah.
Or in like a weird, tragic freak accident, does she get like trampled to death by a Triceratops?
Right. Or is it just some other inventive way that they can come up with? But, it's...
If y'all are wondering, if y'all are looking, we're here to help.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things I got...
We got ideas.
I went down little Jurassic Park rabbit hole the other day and watched... It had been a while since I watched Fallen Kingdom. And it had been probably since theater, but I own a copy of it, so put it in. Actually, we streamed it. Not that that's important, but I enjoyed it the second time around. It was like, okay, cool. They're setting it up for this next one. So I'm like, I have my hopes up.
Yeah,
a lot for this third Jurassic World, and what they're saying is they're wrapping up this saga. So could it be the last Jurassic Park movie? Possibly.
Who knows?
I doubt it, but...
Well, she did do a TV movie in 2013.
Did she? Okay.
So she could be a lot like people who leave Hollywood and then realize, oh, I made money when I did that stuff.
Martin Lawrence? Just saying. Well, I mean, if anything is going to bring you out of retirement, going, hey, we got this Jurassic World. What? So I have my hopes up for this movie.
Yeah,
but I'm hoping, because Jeff Goldblum's coming back, Sam Neill's coming back, Laura Dern's coming back. I don't want it to be like a little 5-minute like them bumping into them.
Right.
Like, I want them to be an active part of the movie.
I just hope they kill Dr. Wu.
Finally, some chaos theory.
Yeah. Go back and find that episode, because I don't know which one it was, but it might have been when... Did we review Fallen Kingdom?
I think we did.
Okay. It's been
some
time. But yeah, I mean, I think it'd be... That's my ideal ending to this entire Jurassic saga, is Jurassic World, chaos theory, and it's basically just... It's Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum and Laura Dern's characters all just hunting down Henry Wu and taking him out.
Yeah, because it's just the setup for it would be fantastic. They haven't named this last one yet, so if they named it...
Oh, have they not? I thought they did for some reason.
No, they named that... I looked it up because I thought that they had as well.
Okay.
So maybe if you find it, you'll make me feel not crazy. But when I was looking it up, it is just... It has not been named to this point. But if they named it Chaos Theory, that'd be pretty awesome. So
no, all the articles are just... No. I could have swore I saw them.
That's what I thought too, but I couldn't.
But maybe it was because the teaser had the whole Battle at Big Rock
the big
title, so maybe that's what I was associating with it.
Right. And that's what I was wondering too, because... Yeah, my wife was like, no, they haven't named it. And I'm like, yes, they have. Looked it up, and I was wrong.
Wrong again, Tucker.
Once again.
So
that's what happens. But yeah, I'm super excited. It's all good.
Cool. Mission Impossible.
Another one. I'm a big fan of those movies.
7.
I'm a big fan of those movies.
7, like...
I think they need
I didn't think...
They need to not Fast and the Furious it, so like kind of wrap it up at some point.
Well, the production is halted at the moment.
What did you do?
No, it actually...
I was like, last time
it actually isn't Crazy Tom Cruise's fault.
Okay.
It is, they paused production because of ye old coronavirus.
Okay, so it's like legitimate.
Yeah, it's like there's like an actual good reason that they had to shut down production.
Was a good reason, but Tom Cruise is like, listen, we've had that conversation. Do I think Tom Cruise is like crazy in real life? Yeah. But do I enjoy him as an actor and enjoy his movies? Yeah,
absolutely.
But it's So
I can separate the person from the artwork.
Yeah, last time that they halted it was because he jumped from one building to another and broke his ankle.
Yeah.
And got up and finished the scene. It's in the movie.
Well, it's like this. Just because you can do your own stunts, doesn't mean you should do your own stunts. And
I don't know if you've seen
the
trailers for the new Top Gun.
I've not.
Okay. It's them legitimately in a jet, and he required it from the other actors.
Jeez.
Like, it's
It seems like the only way that Tom Cruise is going to stop making movies is if he Jason Lees himself.
Whoa, that was some crow darkness right there.
Like, I just have this feeling that Tom Cruise will never retire, but he will die on set.
The chances are high
because
the insurance on him must be.
I'm not in peak physical condition. Admittedly so.
Nor am I.
But, it's not like he's getting any younger.
No.
And parts wear out. And one of these days, I feel that is how Tom Cruise goes out. Tom Cruise goes out doing a stunt in one of his movies. It could be Mission Impossible 23. I don't know.
I hope for his sake that it's like a big stunt, not like a little tiny stunt.
Right. Yeah.
But the question is,
like, he's going to actually crash a helicopter.
Right. The question is, who would, at this moment in time, right now, who would win in a fight?
Ooh, okay.
Tom Cruise or Justin Bieber?
Tom Cruise, 100%.
Okay. That was brought up on one of the latest carpool karaoke's.
Yes.
James Corden called him out on it because he had done that tweet challenging Tom Cruise to a fight.
Yes.
And Justin Bieber's response was still like, well, it's you're thinking of the action, his character, not Tom Cruise. And he was still like, listen, man.
I'm thinking, first of all,
Tom Cruise is still a beast.
Yes. And if he doesn't, I would be shocked. But honestly, Tom Cruise is an animal.
Yeah.
And if somehow Justin Bieber would best him in a physical confrontation with his little chomo mustache, I'm pretty sure Justin Bieber would die soon afterward.
Yeah.
Because he'd get that Scientology retribution.
Oh my god. The aliens.
He'd get after it. He'd get after it. No, I was trying to figure out. I was trying to see how many episodes of Mission Impossible were ever on TV.
And how many seasons?
Just total episodes.
Okay.
Because
I don't think it was on for very long.
I don't think it was either. I think it's one of those shows that, everyone likes to reminisce about, but was not on for very long.
Like 2 seasons or something like that. Yeah.
Well, like the Munsters.
Yeah, wasn't on for very long at all.
The Addams Family.
Yeah.
Like, quote unquote, classic golden age of television type stuff.
Right.
But really,
it
wasn't around for that long. I think even the Brady Bunch was only like 4 seasons.
Yeah, that wasn't on for, like Leave It to Beaver.
That's iconic stuff.
Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering if they're going to try and match the number of episodes to the number of movies.
Listen, they're not. Somebody is not sitting there somewhere going, hey, this is what we need to do.
Oh, no. I just wonder if they'll be able to.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's 171 episodes. It had 7 seasons, so it did all right.
Yeah, it did. I mean,
CBS also doesn't know when to kill a TV show.
Because it went on for 7 seasons?
Well, they definitely have a reputation, at least in my mind, of holding on to a show for far too long.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm surprised there's not like 19 spinoffs of it. CSI.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of
You know,
different
how many,
little-
I mean,
Big Bang Theory.
a show that went on for 5 seasons too long, probably.
Yeah, went on for a really, really long time.
You know.
That was one of those shows that it's like, I should really be all about that show.
I enjoyed it
But
up to a point.
Yeah. Every time I see it, it's syndication and it's the same episode I've seen 5 times.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that, and we have a lot of family members that are like, this is the best show ever.
And we all know
This
that
is
that's
the
an
funniest
immediate way for you to shut off.
And so I'm just like, all right.
You're like, okay.
So I've like watched it. And I'm like, okay. I just can't ever commit to like, I need to start at the beginning and watch the whole entire. No.
First of all,
We've
you don't.
just got, yeah, like I'm just like, all right.
Like I said, I enjoyed the show in its earlier seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But I checked out a long time ago.
Yeah.
It just stopped being funny.
Right.
You know, it was the same thing with shows like Family Guy,
Right.
right?
Funny.
Same joke.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. So if you've seen a season or two of it,
Yeah.
you're good.
It's kind of like my wife and I were talking about, I can't remember what show it was, but so many shows make this same exact, where it's this episode, they have this problem, this character
Yeah.
learns this lesson, and it's concluded at the end, and it's like, okay, I'm not going to do that ever again. Next episode, it's the same exact problem.
Yeah,
the same
it's
exact.
hijinks for the
lesson.
first 2 commercial breaks, slow music and no laughter in the
Right.
in the third act, and then it's out.
Right. And it's just the same version of the same exact problem. And it's like,
Yeah.
you've learned this lesson 5 times.
We no longer believe
Stop
in you.
doing it.
Yeah, we no longer believe in your ability
Yeah.
to not make this mistake again.
Yeah. It's that problem. That would be my number 1. And then number 2, there's so many, especially like the, Mission Impossible TV shows, or a lot of them. It's like, can't they just ever have like a week off? Like, things are always happening. Can't this episode be like, hey, we're having a barbecue?
Right.
And not so much like a problem, just a feel good episode of the week. And then next week, go back to having like world saving problems.
Right.
But it's just like, hey, just a week off.
Well, I mean,
Well,
even
it's
in
just-
movies, though, you don't really see that.
Right.
I mean,
That
With-
never go
with
to the
some-
bathroom.
never.
Like, I just would love
Never,
for Tom Cruise to be
never,
like,
never.
listen, I need to jump out that building. Just hold on. Keep
But-
talking. And
Like
just
in
him
an
coming
action
out of the
movie,
bathroom.
especially in an action movie,
Yeah.
they never go to the bathroom
No, or eat.
and they never eat.
Yeah. I just want some little throwaway 3-second clip of, like Tom Cruise eating a hot dog. Like, man, I haven't eaten.
That's what was cool about
or-
the shawarma's,
Right.
post-credit scene or mid-credit scene
That's very true.
in Avengers.
Very true.
It was just them, like,
Actually eating.
They stopped. Obviously, the mayhem was over,
Right.
but they just stopped and had a bite to eat.
Right.
But never does that happen.
Yeah.
These people must be starving.
That's like, this is why we're not making movies, because we're like, hold on, we need a bathroom break.
Yeah.
He's
We
been
would
running
have-
for 2 hours now.
Yeah, you guys thought Endgame was long? Wait till we add lunch and bathroom breaks. 5.5 hours.
The Tucker and the Beard cut.
Oh, so speaking of Avengers,
Okay.
Jon Favreau of Avengers and now Mandalorian.
I'm like Swingers fame. Yeah.
Swingers and Chef. No, he has teamed up with Seth Green, big in the 90s.
Okay. Wow.
And they're doing
I'm a fan of his.
I like him too. I think he's funny. They're doing like a claymation, a stop motion animation series called Micro Mayhem.
Okay.
So, and that looks, because Seth Green was, he was behind the scenes on like Robot Chicken.
Yep.
So he's obviously got some experience in that
Him
world.
and Breckenmeyer
Yeah.
from Love Burger fame. Did you get that reference?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He likes Love Burger. Well done.
Well done. So yeah, it's going to be comically violent. So we'll see what that. And you had brought up carpool karaoke earlier.
I did. Sorry, I'm
And-
laughing that I made a "can't hardly wait" quote, and you just kept going. That's my thing. It's just like, listen.
listen,
just need to keep moving.
That movie was peak 90s teen movie. Can't Hardly Wait was like, it was so quintessential as to be. Obviously, it's predictable, but
it's
the
only thing it's missing
a modern classic in its own right.
Yeah, the only thing it's missing was Freddie Prinze Jr.
But was it? Did it?
No,
really
but I'm saying
miss
like all those 90s movies.
Yeah.
You were like, hey, we need a dash of Freddie Prinze Jr.
a little sprinkle of Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, just listen. We're just gonna just put it in a blender. We need a dance routine somewhere in here, like a dancing scene.
Yeah.
Okay, great. We need a party. Okay, sprinkle a little bit. Throw
Like,
it in a blender and
basically all of those movies were just, John Hughes movies blended up.
yeah. But touch on that real quick because Netflix. I know you got some stuff to bring up maybe on Netflix, but they've released some movies lately that are very reminiscent to me of like a John Hughes era. And
Okay.
I want to find out because they're all
Like all originals?
all Netflix
Okay.
originals. They have like the same actor, kind of love interest guy who's kind of, it's like the Molly Ringwald.
Okay.
But he's in like four of these Netflix kind of teen romance movies that are out. And it's just one of the, I'm like, oh, we're just kind of going back to that a little bit. I don't think it's the same guy, but it would have impressed me if it's like, hey, we don't have a John Hughes in Netflix yet. Here we go.
Let's find one.
Yeah. Job opening.
Just remind, like, to me, that brings to mind like a stupid reality show, like American Idol, but who's going to be it's like Netflix John Hughes, and it's just like people making a bunch of short films,
right?
Trying to be John Hughes.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Hey, we can do that.
Seriously. Serving up the goods every freaking day.
I know, but it's like between the two of us, and it's why, another reason why we make a good little team over here, but it's that we do this all the time where we're like, it's a gold mine of ideas that if somebody really
stick us in a think tank and just listen, like put a microphone in there.
Just let us
listen into our conversations.
Because you're like, wow, okay. Because at some point, somebody would be like, we're going to make a next Hughes.
Yeah.
Next
Hughes Day.
It's Hughes Day. It's fantastic.
No, I couldn't pull it up for some reason. It wouldn't work for me, but Netflix is now, so they've been, I think this is what you were referring to earlier, but Netflix has been kind of notoriously tight-lipped on things like ratings and viewership numbers.
They tell us it's getting good ratings.
Yeah, they just say it's doing well, and even the the artists and things like that who put stuff on Netflix. I listen to a lot of stand-up comedy and a few podcasts by stand-up comedians, and it's one thing I've heard many of them say is they don't tell you what the numbers are. They just tell you if it's doing well or not.
Or
when they put up a new stand-up. Yeah, they'll be like, hey, this is the best stand-up special we've had out. And
I know when it's like Mandalorian got the highest streaming, beat out Stranger Things for the highest rated streaming show or whatever.
But but they are finally starting, although I was unable to acquire the list for this week's show. I'll do better next week.
That's okay.
I promise.
I set you up for it. Sorry.
But they are doing like a top 10 on the platform.
Nice.
So that'll be interesting to see how that affects things, because kind of the way I always look at it is kind of like a crowd brings a crowd type of a situation with those rating systems.
Right.
You'll get a huge spike in viewership on a specific property because you said it's the top show.
Right.
And then people get the FOMO, and they're like, "Oh, what?"
Remember when I had to ask you what that was?
Yes, it was adorable.
Listen, I'm that old now. Where I was like, somebody had said that, commented underneath one of our things and said that they had
a case of raging FOMO.
Yeah, and I was like,
I think you texted me, and
was like,
the
what?
The exact question was, what is a FOMO?
Yeah, before I respond.
Not is what is FOMO, but what is a FOMO?
Yes. Well, it's it kind of made me go, all right, I've officially hit that age. I know the one time where my mom started texting, and she would text my brother and I and be like, "Hey, we just had to put the dog down. LOL."
Right. The lots of love instead of laughing out loud.
Yeah, but it took a lot. Like, we both didn't want to tell her, but I know I had the conversation with my brother being like, does she not know what LOL means? So I've officially hit that I was like, I don't know what FOMO is. And it's been
I don't know what
like
these newfangled phrases. I don't know what the kids are saying.
I got excited the other day because the grocery store that we go to had new shopping carts.
Listen.
And I was like, I'm officially that old that I got excited and was texting my wife be like, they have new shopping carts.
They handle like a dream.
Yeah, like, they're so nice, they're clean, like, what's going on? And then
nothing quite wrecks a trip to the grocery store though.
Like a bad cart. I agree.
Or the worst ones though are the sleepers. You start off and you're like, fine, but then like you put a couple of things in the cart and it starts like howling uncontrollably.
The wheel gets funky.
Yeah.
And you can't push it, or it just curves.
Or it just makes ungodly noises.
Yeah.
Like those are the things that I can't handle.
Hey everybody, the beard's coming.
Yeah. Then you're that guy who's pushing around the squeaky cart.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll just quit.
Yeah. Just be like, yep.
I'll just leave. I'll leave the store. I'll abandon the shop. I will do all of my shopping somewhere else. I have to get out of here.
So we're going to start again.
Yeah. Start fresh. Leave, fresh.
Walk back in. Okay.
Let's try this. Adam Sandler news. Videoed his Oscar snubbed epic Uncut Gems will be hitting video on demand services starting today.
Really? Wow. That was a quick little turnaround on...
Starting February 25th, which is the day that we are recording this, not the day that it's coming out.
So it is out now?
So it's available for purchase now. Mm-hmm. It'll be available to rent digitally beginning on March 10th, and they are anticipating a Netflix or other streaming service release early summer.
That's one of those things now. Do you when we were kids, you had to wait years
or more
for it to even come out. And now it's like, I don't even want to rent certain movies because I'm like, in like a couple weeks it's going to be like free to stream. So we'll just go ahead and wait.
Well, and like nothing is really worse than renting a movie, realizing it was terrible.
Yeah, just happened to us,
and then flipping through Netflix the next week and be like, son of a...
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we just
could have saved $2, and I don't know about you.
Yeah.
But that $2 rental at Redbox is never $2.
No, because it's always like, I'll take it back tomorrow.
No.
Yeah. Like
never happens.
A week later, you're like, oh.
Like, I could own this crappy movie.
Yeah. No, we had just rented that Hustlers movie.
Yeah.
Just did that. We didn't do the Redbox, but we did the, kind of satellite or whatever, renting it off Prime. I can't remember. But that movie was garbage. And so it was just kind of afterwards being really, really mad about the fact that we spent money on it.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that we love doing is watching a movie that we've never seen before. So we'll do these, movie nights or something and be like, okay, well, we haven't seen this one. It seemed interesting.
Yeah. Let's find something new.
Watch it and then just go, oh, that was bad.
That was
bad.
Not good, man.
Good. And then the next week it's free.
Yeah. And then you feel like a schmuck for renting it in the first place.
Yeah. Here you go, Jennifer Lopez. Here's my money.
Speaking of terrible movies.
Okay.
At least to my knowledge, the very first cast member of the movie Cats has spoken out saying that they regret being in the movie.
Wow, who is it?
Well, I was going to tie this in when you mentioned carpool karaoke.
Yes. James Corden.
And so here's my.
I heard he was asked about it, so that's why.
Here's my thoughts about this. Here's my thoughts about him admitting that he regrets doing, or
regrets
as he quotes,
being in it.
He halfway regrets doing Cats.
Okay.
If James Corden regretted being in your movie,
yeah,
so did everybody else. They're just not saying it.
Yeah, they're just not have the guts to just full blown say it and just I shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't have done that movie. It was a bad idea.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we do our fair share of marketing, so it's like even bad press is.
So this is one of those movies. Press. This is one of those movies that I'm on the fence on whether or not I'm gonna catch it on even a streaming service,
right?
Just to watch the train wreck.
Exactly. I've said it before that I wanted to go to the theater even after hearing how bad it like.
It only increased my desire to see.
I was like, I have to see this.
How terrible this was going to be.
I've never walked out on a movie that might be like. It was like that might be my first one. If I go there and I go, you know what? I tried.
I tried.
I tried. If the movie theater wanted to pay me to see it, no. But yeah, just that train wreck of a movie that I wanted to kind of see. But yeah, for James Corden to be the first one, I thought it was going to be like Ian McKellen. That was going to be the first one to.
Yeah, like.
It'd be like
Dame Judi Dench.
Yeah, I've done some bad movies. This is the new bar.
Whoops.
Something.
Whoopsie.
But yeah, for James Corden, I heard he was asked about it, but I didn't hear his response.
Yeah, he's not. He's a little ashamed.
Yeah,
he's a little ashamed to be.
But then come from for the Oscars, him and Rebel Wilson, who was also in the movie, came out in cat costume. But I was like, listen, if you're going to commit to it,
sometimes something is so bad that your only real choice is to just lean into it,
right,
and just take some extreme ownership of the situation and laugh along with everybody else at yourselves,
right. But it's one of those things that I'm like, okay, that was almost like the response to them coming out in the costumes. It was like a Tucker joke that about half the room got it and thought it was really funny that they were coming. The other people didn't get what they were doing. There was just two people that came out in cat costume, had no idea what they were referencing or talking about.
Right.
Didn't think it was funny. So I'm like, that's a full-blown Tucker joke where it's like, all right.
Like, I'm the only one laughing.
Just tends to happen. But like I told you the other day, I'm like, I just keep going with it.
Yeah, you just lean in.
And just say, you know what?
You push until it's funny.
Until I get a small laugh.
Yeah. You push until it's funny or you're asked to leave.
Right. It's not happened yet.
You do one of the two. Yeah. You do one of the two. This is interesting.
What's that?
So, what's one role that you would think Captain America himself, Chris Evans, would not play? Just wouldn't even be suited for it, let alone would he want to play this character from a classic film.
I was from a classic film?
Classic. I'll say a cult classic.
A cult classic, Chris Evans, but he's kind of like the boy next door.
Sure.
Kind of, that's what
makes this a little more strange.
I don't know. The Shining.
No.
I don't know. I was just...
Chris Evans is apparently in talks to star as Seymour in a new remake of Little Shop of Horrors.
Listen, you know I'm a big Chris Evans fan. I'm a big Chris Evans fan. I think I instantly pictured one character or one actor for that role.
Okay.
And it's done again. I feel like he's not getting the love that he deserves. How perfect would Josh Gad
be as Seymour? Yeah. Josh Gad would work.
Like I'm not a casting director in Hollywood for them to ask me, but I still think Josh Gad would have been perfect for the Penguin.
Yes.
In the new Batman movie.
That he would. He's versatile in his weirdness.
Right.
I personally think that it is possible that we have seen the best Penguin,
on Gotham.
but he's not going to be in any of the big screen adaptations.
No.
And that was the character in the show Gotham.
The things that I didn't like about that show, that was not one of it. That was fantastic casting with him as Penguin. I forget his name. It's like Robin something.
But I was thinking Wallace Shawn.
Ooh. For the Penguin?
Or for Seymour.
Oh, for... What? Well, hold up. From Princess Bride fame.
Yeah.
You're just going like Grandpa Seymour?
Well, that's I'm thinking of him then. I'm thinking of like 1987.
Okay, no, I was
Wallace
like...
Shawn.
They're making
probably not today.
I was like, they're making that movie now.
Yeah. No, but that's like...
I was like, that's a...
First of all, I don't know that anyone will do it better or even as well as Rick Moranis.
Which you've heard the big news talking about coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
That is huge.
Because he's straight... I mean, he quit and was homeschooling his kids and he was... Which is stay-at-home dadding, which is awesome.
From a man's point of view, he did that. He stepped up and he was a man about it. So no, I'm super excited about that. It's like Shrunk or something.
It's another... And who would have thought that's what would have brought him out of retirement?
Ghostbusters?
He
was asked.
He was.
Turned it down.
And he turned it down. And so to come back in another installment of the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids franchise, to me, I'm like,
Yeah. Makes me want to
Rick
watch
Moranis.
it. Be like,
okay.
Because usually it's like, hey, it's got to be a good script. Yeah. Make me come back.
Something.
But, all right. So casting, real quick.
Okay.
Because I saw this the other day, and I can't stop thinking about it. So, Sonic, the new movie Sonic that came out. Neither one of us have actually watched it.
Correct.
But it has made me think of a Nintendo cinematic universe.
Okay.
Right?
Sonic is Sega,
that they
but
could
okay.
But it's part of the Nintendo. There's a lot of crossovers. Just stick with me here.
Okay.
There's a lot of Smash Brothers and Sonic's in there. Yes, he is.
In which version?
In a lot of them. Sonic is...
What?
There's Sonic versus Mario
Full
Olympics.
disclosure. Yeah.
But no, Sonic is in the Smash Brothers Nintendo universe going on. But them starting up an NCU.
CU?
Okay. How cool that would be.
I'm listening.
Super Mario Brothers movie.
Again. Okay.
Okay. Casting. Mario. Jack Black.
Okay.
Luigi. Paul Rudd. Sit on that one for a minute.
John Leguizamo.
Not again?
He didn't play Luigi.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yes.
I blocked that movie out of my memory. It was so freaking bad.
A lot of people have. Other than I know Bob Hoskins was
Mario. I guess I didn't realize. I didn't remember that John Leguizamo was
random.
Luigi.
Yeah, no, John Leguizamo was Luigi.
Or John Turturro.
Equally, but it's got to be just slapstick. It's got to be funny, kind of make fun of itself.
Okay. So you're talking
CG, not like the 80s.
Like an actual CGI Koopa dragon, not like some pseudo Koopa.
Correct. You got to...
It's not the Mob.
Right. It's not Dennis Hopper as...
Yeah. It's an actual dragon.
Yeah.
I want to see how they smash one of those little Goombas.
That's what I'm saying.
In the movie.
Yeah.
So you're talking live action?
Live action mixed with...
Okay.
But comedic with Jack Black, and I was, Paul Paul Rudd or a as Luigi, and just comedy. See,
I'll see how I feel about it.
If they're gonna do it, it's gotta be.
I have an inherent aversion to video game related movies.
100%.
Because they're all friggin' terrible.
I was talking with my wife the other day that I think the one that did the best, and that's is the 90s Mortal Kombat movie.
I see you and I raise you the Tomb Raider without Angelina Jolie.
The newest one.
Yeah.
I will be honest in the fact I haven't watched it.
Like,
I just because
they're getting better
movies,
on with these like more story driven games. They're leading into, we just had The Witcher come out on Netflix as a show, and it was, for what it was okay.
Yes,
it's not really my thing, but I'm nervous. It was decent.
They've just started production or starting soon on the Uncharted movie, starring Tom Holland. Okay, this is where I think it's a risky move because they are going young Nathan Drake.
Yeah,
and I think it's a bold strategy trying to so it could be good. But
it also could be completely horrible.
Yeah, video game movies are kind of like movies that they make into video games.
Well, yeah, like I said, the other way around doesn't work either. Like, if I see a video game that is like, like Pirates of the Caribbean, it's like a video game, I'm like,
or like Harry Potter. You're like, hey, cool.
It's not as
bad.
Good. It's not as good.
I think GoldenEye probably still holds the
but that was.
But it was different. It was its own thing.
It was its own thing,
just with the same name.
I mean, it was just a first person shooter,
right?
Really, who had James Bond characters laced through it,
correct, and
a little bit of story, and it was pretty great for '97.
Yeah,
but
very true.
I'm not a huge fan in the whole video game movie crossover franchise situation. It always leaves one side or the other disappointed.
Exactly.
And I can't get excited about it.
No, I just think that they could just make fun of itself. Like, don't.
My kid found the old Super Mario Brothers like TV show on.
Oh, with Captain.
I think it's on Netflix.
Captain Lou. I almost said Lou Ferrigno. It's not Lou Ferrigno.
I'm in the dining room,
and you heard
one day, and I hear that awful theme music.
Yep.
And I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, my son got into that for a while, and I could hear it in the other room, and
it was like,
welcome to the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yeah. Yes. Oh man. And it's just not good. It's just not good at all.
But that's what I mean. Like, if you're gonna do it, like, make fun of yourself.
Sure.
And
I just don't know that they can make fun of themselves well enough.
Yeah.
To make that a thing
Sonic
that I
has
want
done very, very well.
It has. Let's see here.
I think they've made over 100 million.
Have they?
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I want to see
maybe, or I'm just
a little bit what the audience has to say about it, because I couldn't care less what the critics have to say about it.
Yeah, my son who saw
it does. I mean, even the critics are giving it a 64% on Rotten Tomato.
Yeah,
and it has a 93% audience score.
Right.
So not bad.
Right.
Not bad at all. So yeah, it did. I was looking up the box office numbers here to see, because it's doing well.
Yeah.
And again, I think it deserves it.
Yeah, but it's kind of, I think, makes fun of itself. And
203 million worldwide.
Yeah. There you go.
So it might actually you know that stuff like that whole full re-render had to hit the budget hard.
Yeah. So I think they've made
It had an
over
$85 million budget.
Yeah.
And has obviously well cleared that.
Yeah.
So kudos to them.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think they deserve it. They put out something and the fans went, don't do that thing. And so they're like, okay, well, we won't.
We'll fix it.
Let's fix it. Mm-hmm. And apparently they did. And it's not, again, they've been doing a little better with this kind of thing, where, yeah, it's kind of a kid's movie.
Right. And
it used to be that outside of Disney, kids' movies just weren't even written very well.
No. It wasn't until the days of Shrek.
Yeah. And it's been continually, they go, hey, you know what? The adults have to haul their kids off to these movies.
Let's do something for them.
So let's at least make it palatable.
Right.
It might not be their favorite, subject matter, but
that's the first one I remember is Shrek, where I was like, there's a lot of stuff for the adults.
It's not just like that there was, kind of that innuendo, like those kind of things. I'm talking they at least started trying to write well.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not the Land Before Time anymore.
No.
So it's cool to see that.
Tears. It's our dinosaur themed show.
Don't lose your way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bringing it back.
All right. I got to actually go to work. So
yeah, me too.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching, listening, downloading, sharing, subscribing.
Thank you.
All of the stuff that you guys do that helps us get in front of more people. We super duper appreciate it. And that's going to be it for this week. So until next time, he is Tucker.
And he is the Beard.
And we are out.